Wow, that is a massive haboob. You know what? That's completely like right over dimming. Dimming is completely haboobed. Oh my God, hold on, I'll show you guys. So welcome to the first storm chasing. Well, welcome to the first storm chasing episode of the season. The monsoons are very late to southwestern New Mexico. Oh man, all right, look at this. Let's see. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. So dimming is supposed to be down there. You can kind of see the silhouette of the Florida mountains. Oh my God, it's really windy. Look at this. This is what I'm looking at. That's Cook Peak. That's Cook's Peak, my favorite mountain. And there's a storm drifting right over it. I'm gonna set this time lapse up and I'm gonna try to get that. There's also some good stuff behind me, which I'm gonna set up another slightly, what is my mic doing? Slightly wider shot with the 2470. And this is one of those times where I wish I had even more cameras. But it gets, the more cameras you have, the harder it gets to set all this stuff up and pay attention to it. And it's really windy right now, so. And obviously camera lady's on YouTube camera duty, so. That leaves just me. I think my hair's doing the horned lark thing again. Yep. Horned lark's like one of my favorite birds. They're out here in the desert. They look like this, if you're wondering. Okay, so I'm gonna get this time lapse set up, and then I'm gonna get that time lapse set up, and then I'm gonna cry because I don't have any more cameras. Oh, there is lightning. There's a lot of lightning in these storms, but it's daytime. We're really far away. I don't think I'm gonna be able to catch any, but on the off chance that I do, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw on a polarizer, a circular polarizer ND combo, just to help a little bit. What is this? So this is a dark CPL 3-stop. You know what? I think that's what I want. Except I need the 82 mil. Okay, so we've got, I don't even know what this is. Oh, the R5. R5 7200 at 70, F10, third of a second, 6-stop, dark CPL going on that, 70 mil. And then over there we got R6 with 2470. I don't know, it's at like 35 or 50 or something, with 3-stop and I think like a quarter of a second F22. Some ridiculousness. I don't really care about the settings. The only setting that I care about is for any potential daytime lightning, and that is, I haven't seen any. The weather app is showing that it's there, but just in case, I don't want to go my shutter speed over half a second. So like a third a second, quarter of a second, that's what both of these are at. It'll also make for a smoother monsoon time lapse too, so we're getting both of those right now. I don't, other than like, I think they're gonna be nice time lapses, you know, showing the clouds. I don't think I'm gonna get any lightning in here. It's too bright, we're too far away, it's really windy. I think we're just gonna hang out here and time lapse some monsoons, and hopefully we've got like 4 days of like 50 to 70% chance every day within my area. So hopefully this will be the start of that. And we'll see you in a little bit. Holy light, look at that. You guys see that back there? I'm not waiting for camera lady. I gotta get set up. I've already seen some bolts. I got a lot of stuff. Let's go get set up. This is gonna be amazing. All right, well, we've got two major things going on. So it's a few hours later from when we started this business. And hopefully we're going to have an epic sunset. Two things going on. We've got lightning over there in that dark beauty. And we've got some seriously epic light rays going on over there. So I'm gonna get a time lapse going of that. And then I'm gonna get a lightning centric time lapse going on in that, basically just meaning that the time lapse is going to be focused, the settings are going to be focused on lightning. Okay, so I think that's pretty far away. So I think we're gonna go, let's go 70. Let's see what this business looks like. Oh yeah, that's looking pretty darn good. And I left it in manual focus on infinity and it's still there. So that's awesome. Just double check that to dial it up. There's lightning there. Okay, so I've still got this 6 stop on. I think I'm gonna leave it on because I don't want a super deep depth of field for this because I don't want to ruin it with like sensor dust or, you know, anything like that. All right, so those two are time lapsing. As you can probably hopefully see, this is incredible. I put the drone up right now because it's surprisingly not too windy. So I'm gonna do a hyperlapse from the drone up above, and I'm gonna do 10.
See what happens when you said not too windy?
Yeah, as soon as I said not too windy, it starts windying. All right, so we're gonna go with 11 seconds, 275 frames. We're gonna go with, what time is it? It's 8:20, it's 8:19. That'll take 9 minutes. Yeah, we'll do that. All right, so we start the hyperlapse, check that out. All right, well, that's looking good. I already got a couple of clips from the drone where we got the lightning. So now we're just gonna sit and wait and you guys can enjoy some sunset B-roll. And I'm just gonna sit here and cry because I don't have enough cameras. I'm gonna get out the phone too and I'm gonna start shooting on the phone too. This is nuts. So back in the studio, it's a few days later actually. We had to cut it really short. I had some more bits that I wanted to stay out there longer, but we actually ended up having a medical emergency. Both of us, camera lady and I, were attacked by some red harvester ants, and they're pretty yucky as far as ants go. They're one of the nastier ant bites you can get. And I mean, I saw a few out there, but we didn't see any like major colonies or anything like that. And we were pretty careful, but after the sun went down, it was, you know, difficult to see. And somehow, literally, we got ants in our pants. And I felt the first bite. I had a bite like on my inside of my thigh, kind of high up, not cool. And it stung pretty bad, and it started to burn. But I have a pretty high tolerance for pain, and that's not really a good thing. I've come to realize that it's not really a good thing, because I just kind of dealt with it and was like, whatever, even though it was like burning, you know. And I told camera lady that I got bit, but then I got bit again on my other leg, and I was like, okay, this is ridiculous. So like out in the middle of the field, I ended up actually taking my pants off, and like I found two of them, and you know, they're like a quarter inch, half inch, even bigger. They're noticeable, and you can't squish them, you know. They're not the little tiny ants that are squishable. They'll bite back, and they'll like, the problem with harvester ants is they'll lock their jaws in you, and then they spin around, like they lock in, and then they spin around with stingers on their rumps, and it's quite nasty. So you have to be careful, because you know, you could break the head off, and it could be like locked. It's just, I don't know. We had a medical emergency. We ended up having to run back to the car, and you know, we were like an hour away from any hospital or town or anything, and camera lady, we weren't sure if she was going to be allergic, but I got bit like 4 times, and camera lady got bit by at least 20 times that we know of. And I mean, if you've ever been bit by one harvester ant, it's not fun. And she's 5'1", weighs like 95 pounds. I mean, she doesn't have much going on for body mass, and I'm 6'1", 185 pounds, so I got a lot more going on. And it was definitely noticeable. Like she was in severe pain for the last couple of days, and for the first night it was big red welts, and you know, it was nasty. So, and we had nurses on call and stuff, and so we just kind of watched it over the day. Like my bites went away completely. The burning stopped about 6 hours later, and then went away that night. And the next morning I woke up, and I couldn't even tell where I got bit. But it's, you know, it's 4 days later, I think, 5 days later, than when we went out to shoot that. And I mean, they're welted, but they're not itching or burning anymore. Now they're just welted and bruising. So she's healing. But that was pretty gnarly. I mean, we've been out to that area a lot over the years, and in my whole life, I've never been bit by ants like that before. I fell in a fire ant colony one time when I was in 3rd grade in school. That wasn't fun. But that was like, I got pushed into it. But other than that, like, I've never been attacked by ants like that. And the problem with harvester ants is like, when they bite you, they release a pheromone that like signals other ones to come and attack too. So that was pretty gnarly. Anyways, that's my attacking story. We're all done. We're healing. We're on the mend. Everything is okay. I did end up getting some decent lightning shots. Not exactly what I'd hoped, but I did get some pretty good ones. The sunset stuff I think was amazing. Just as a regular sunset image, I'm pretty happy with these two. And there is a little bit of a lightning bolt in there, but I don't think you would notice it unless you were really looking. But even overall, I like the yucca over here on the side, and just the whole lighting and the mountains in the background and everything. But then we did get quite a bit of lightning in blue hour, and I'm pretty happy with these ones. Especially this one. This one was probably my favorite. This is all one single shot, so having those 3 bolts come out of there, you know, the triple kind of bolt looking thing, pretty good shape, decent composition. So I'm fairly happy with that. But then I got this one, and this one is a blend of 4 shots over just like a 2-minute period. So that was nice. Again, decent composition, not amazing, but the strikes are nice, and the distribution and all that. So I'm okay with that. All right, well, I'm gonna wrap it up here. I think aside from obviously the ant attack incident, it was a pretty good first, albeit very late, monsoon episode. I'm looking forward to some more. We got some more good forecasts for the next week or so. Hopefully I'll be able to get out for that and chase some more storms. Definitely have some antless chases. But if you're still here, I super appreciate it. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for watching. Let me know which of these 3 images you like the most. I think these were my 3 favorite from the evening. I'm kind of curious to see what you think. All right, that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.